Hey everybody, my name is King Quado. Hope you're having an amazing day today. Now today, we're taking a look at Garnet's other special unique ability. Yesterday we went over Marker and I explained why that is essentially the best one to use in the 1v1 scenarios. But since then, I had a couple people reach out in the comments letting me know that I should make a video on the other one, which is Electric Groove. More than happy to do that. Today we're taking a look at it in 2v2s because I personally believe not only is this the best spot for it, but I believe it is the best out of the two for 2v2s, right? Now this ability allows you to build up your Stronger Than You, which is your neutral special both on the ground and up in the air. Basically what that does is respectively 1 or 2 stacks will build up either movement speed, or if you have 2 stacks obviously you will be able to build up armor breaking, which allows you to break through people like all the tanks, of course, people like Iron Giant, people like Superman, of course, all the tanks in the game. Now, this ability is super good because when you have Electric Groove put on, of course, the way that it works is whenever you or your ally electrifies someone, which is a status effect in this game. You can also do that with your upward special. When you do that, when you apply electric, then you gain 1 or 2 stacks, depending on how many stacks you already have. Since her Star Shot is what I like to call it, which is just her upward special like that right there, it electrifies people, so when anyone stands in it for a couple of seconds, they will get electrified, allowing you to gain 1 or 2 stacks depending on how long they're in it. Personally, I think this is the best. Obviously, I'll show you how I use it in this gameplay. Now, my main thing that I love doing, right? I've mentioned this every single video that I've played Garnet, is I love to use her projectiles. I use them non-stop, and in this perk loadout today, I'm actually using the perk Make It Rain Dog. Now this increases your projectile movement speed by 20% and it does stack for your entire team. So not only does this, me just using it alone, also help Finn out with his projectiles. I believe he has 1, which is a little jewel. Regardless, so if he does have this perk on as well, it'll increase it to 30%, which is an insane amount of projectile movement speed increase. You guys can see it flies across the map when it's barely uncharged, and even then it'll also apply to my Rocket Fist, which I believe is the best projectile in the game just because you can control it in the air. It's insane. It really is. It's super good. I love using this. The main way I use it is I'll actually like throw it to either disrupt people in the air, or I'll put it out to one spot in the area. I'll go stand over by it. I'll go charge up my seeing stacks regardless. And if someone steps over to it, I'll dodge out of their way and then of course start comboing them inside of the electricity. This of course stacks up. It's super good. I mean, it's super useful. It is one of the best things in Garnet's kit. And 2v2s especially, I believe this to be the best thing you could possibly have. In unison with Make It Rain Dog, I believe that is one of the best perks, without a doubt, just for this ability. That being said, let's go on to our second match. I am ecstatic, y'all. I am super happy. Y'all can see right here, I am with another Garnet, and I have 199 wins with Garnet right now. So I'm about to hit my 200th win with Garnet, which is insane. It's been a long road. But of course, me and her are both using both of our Electric Groove abilities. Big shout out to this person. If this person is watching, I mean, I don't know what the chances are of that happening, but that would be insane. That'd be crazy. Regardless though, I'm gonna use this exact same way, and with Garnet being on a team, I mean, this is gonna be an insane amount of stacks. Y'all can see right there, just because of the puddle that I'm comboing Finn into, I'm already at 2 stacks. Insane. I mean, it's great for against Superman. Obviously, he's a tank. His armor breaking, it's super useful. And in situations like this, he's gonna be the main person you're gonna want to focus on, right? With Garnet out of here, our first stock off, obviously I'm going to want to start playing a little safer. She's building up singing regardless, but I'm still going to be using all of my projectiles. I'm still going to be using my Electric Groove. Try to get there as often as possible just so I can maintain that 2 stacks. Even if Garnet's on the same team, even if she's going to be building up stacks with her Electric Groove and her upward special, you're still going to want to maintain that too. Like I mentioned earlier, the 2 stacks allows you to increase your movement speed, which of course I think is a super needed buff. I think Garnet is pretty slow, obviously, but I mean, she is to the point where if you can get a movement buff, get it as often as possible. You guys can see it's perfect trajectory. What I like to do is just flick up the stick when I'm doing upward special. Just click it enough for her to charge it and then let it go so it flies across the map in a trajectory that's favorable. The main thing I like to look for is don't aim it too close to the ground or too far up in the air because it'll just go over their heads, quite literally. What I like to do is maintain it to where it's just high enough to make a small little arch, but not too far off of the ground. What that essentially does is create enough room that if they're standing on the ground, it is going to hit them. And if they're up in the air, it'll touch their toes, which is super good in this case. I mean, yeah, that's what you're really looking for. My opinion, I mean, without a doubt, I would say this is 1000% better than Marker is. in 2v2s, just because you have a teammate, right? In 1v1s, you don't have to worry about that, but in 2v2s, even if you don't need the buff, I mean, you're going to want to help support your teammate as much as possible. And I would say Garnet's probably the closest thing to a triple hybrid in this game, just because she is a bruiser, but of course she is also pretty tanky, and even more so than that, she actually has supporting capabilities. So she is a, you know, triple threat. I mean, she's insanely good. I love using her. I've seen a lot of people pick her up recently. I would definitely say she is one of the best characters in this game. She definitely needs a buff, but in 2v2s, I would say she's even close to being S tier. Definitely high A tier though. You can make the argument S tier, in my opinion. It's super good. You guys can see right there, the buffs are super useful. And let's get on to our third and final match. Do they want a rematch? They want a rematch? No. Alright, y'all, we're here, and it's crazy. I don't know who's doing this. Is it me? Is it because of me, y'all? Regardless, we're fighting a Garnet. Like, who's putting out the Garnets, bro? I'm loving it. I love seeing it. Now, the main thing is she is using Marker, and I'm using Electric Groove, so I feel like this is going to be a pretty good idea of the differences just between mine and her playstyles. You guys can see I'm playing very fast-paced. I love the perks I've been using. They're, you know, 100% based off of mobility. So up in the air, down on the ground, I'm going to be getting a lot of speed increase. Of course, my jumping is increased. And of course, down on the ground, overall movement speed is increased. What I like to do, what I'm mainly looking for, is essentially putting in combos. Using Electric Groove, I think combos are going to be your biggest strong suit. I want y'all to pay attention that since I am using my upward special and blocking all incoming projectiles, I know her marker is right next to my feet. I put down my upward special right there too, and I'm able to build up 2 stacks just because she's caught in that crossfire. What I'm essentially going to want to do after she's knocked back is still combo just because I know that her marker is right there, and then follow up with an incoming projectile, which is great for aggression. Bro, I'm kind of on it right now, like just a little bit. Okay, now the main thing I do want to maintain, I want to keep up, is just trying to get rid of my upward special as often as possible, but of course looking for any and every opportunity to come in with a full combo. Now the main thing with Garnets, of course, and I know this from experience, that when I'm fighting this one, I know just by playing Garnet 24/7 that her biggest weakness is going to be her movement. I mean, she is pretty big. She is someone who's going to be super vulnerable to a lot of incoming attacks. So you're going to have to keep that in mind. And when you're playing against the Garnet, knowing your own weakness, playing against yourself is going to be your biggest strong suit. Setting it up in the middle of the map right there, y'all can see I easily got 2 stacks just because they were both in the middle of the map. I caught them off guard. I built up 2 stacks for myself, and then later on I'm able to get that buff for Wonder Woman. Easy win. I mean, like I said, this is going to be the biggest and most strong thing in your entire kit when it comes to 2v2s. Using your upward special in unison with your combos, it's going to be your biggest thing. Thank y'all so much for watching. If you guys found this guide helpful, be sure to let me know. And how do you guys feel about Marker versus Electric Groove in the 2v2 rank system? Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you're having a great day. Stay safe. Take care. Peace. Adios. Until next time. Have an amazing day, y'all. Subscribe if you are new to join the Aztec Empire. And I love to see all of the new Garnets in 2v2s. Have a great day, y'all, and until next time, goodbye.